Sunday before I can't. Can I say it? Memorial Day in the U.S. And it is mermaid. I haven't done anything else on my mermaid pages, and I don't know. I don't think I want to right now because I opened up Luna, and that's what this is, Luna. And I saw some things. It's like, I can finish up those, and I kind of want to finish them up. I have a lot of them to finish, where like I started and didn't finish, so I kind of want to do that. And look how the background is kind of smudging. I hate that. I don't even know what it's smudging from, but I guess it means I need to give it a background. But see, I see all of these, and it's like, oh, there's more I can do with it. More I can do with it. I've been working on these things for forever. But yeah, here's my color. And let's see. I privated the video I did with the Sims gaming because there's all kinds of technical problems going on with those, and I don't really want to, until I get it right. I don't want to keep those like for replays. So thank you to the people who came along, stopped by, and watched a little bit. Yeah, I wish I could figure that out quickly, but I can't. And my brain is I'm still trying to recover from work. Like the last month of work and that last crunch time, I'm still trying to recover from it. So, and I'm trying not to. It really is hard to come down. It's like a huge adrenaline thing or something. It's just because I gotta do so much in such a little bit of time, and it's always hard afterwards. So I'm kind of very tired, mentally tired. I also may try and put some of my pencils back during this live, which doesn't seem like something you should do in a live, but hey, do it where you can. I got pencils like all over the place. It seems like all of these are peonies, and I can't stop coloring them like peonies, but I really kind of need to get out of that I gotta be real mode, and just do something that is. Ooh, there's a mark there too. Books are getting all marked up. These are definitely colored like peonies, and that color, it still gets on my nerves. But you know what? Maybe we can totally. It's really interesting to me how the properties of different pencils, and how they, because like I don't know what I used in this, but it wasn't a polychromos, and seeing how another pencil will go over things and kind of change the color. In this case, maybe make it more the color that I want it to be instead of the color it is at the moment. I really like that. And see, I'm like approaching things like an oil painter where it's like layer, 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 layer. And I like that kind of thing. I don't know if I want to commit to this though, because that's a lot of work. Trying to push it to the color that I really wish it was. Oh, or make it look how I want it to look. I don't know. So I've been doing a little bit of post-semester cleanup. I'll be doing that for a while, but I'm trying not to. Some of that is just going to happen right before the next one because if I did that all summer, I'd never get any rest. But I don't know if that did that much. I don't know if it's enough. I feel like there's a certain point where when you start trying to model the object that is like mm, it's going to take more work than maybe than you want to spend on it, and it's almost like call it a draw. Just leave it alone. Call it a draw. I was like, I'm done. This is just what it's going to be. I don't know. I'm already feeling that with these. Trying to make peace between getting it how you kind of want it to look and what you get the energy for. And I'm not in the mood to like make myself do anything I don't want to. Been doing that for the past few months, so so now no, because I don't have to. Not sure how much I'm going to be on here this summer. Kind of, I don't know. I feel change in the air, and I don't know what's. I don't know. One reason I was trying to play Sims Medieval is because it is a game where I just like click. I just kind of. I don't know. It's a different kind of relaxing from. I don't know how I feel about that. This. I don't know. It is what it is. Almost feels like it needs another color, but like, ooh, again, like I said, that feels like more commitment than I want to make. I was gonna work on the Grey Goose page. That's what I thought I was gonna work on. But I'm stressing over what color to make these flowers. That's part of it. I don't know what color to make them. But yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know, I feel some kind of change in the air. Kind of had wanted. I feel like I should do another picture of the lovage because it's like double the size that it was when I took the picture of it. Well, yeah, probably a little more than double the size. It's yeah, it's tall. It's about is it like 4 feet now? And I actually just looked up how you're really supposed to harvest from it because I was never sure, believe it or not, after having it for so long. I mean, for most of the time, I would pick the leaves off, or I would pick from the stems, the thin stems. I would pick that off of the big, tall, big, thick stem because there's like a hole. It's almost like the stalks are hollow, and I wasn't sure if a bug would get in there and start doing something weird or something, so I would never cut from there. Um, hey, Shar, era games and movies. Oh, yeah, EA. Um, well, I don't know. I haven't heard of that, the era games and movies, but I have like EA, which is like Electronic Arts. They've been around for like forever, but I don't like them. Initially I did, but then I don't know. they just became like when everything started just getting way too much, way too weird. I actually prefer Steam, but unfortunately, I own like all my Sims games actually are on Electronic Arts because that's where I started with, and that's where Maxis, the designers for the Sims, that's where they, initially had put their games when they made them, like available digitally and to be able to play it on the internet without the CD and all that other kind of stuff. Which I still wish they sold physical CDs. I just don't like I don't like things being held by somebody else as storage. And then I've told this story probably too many times, but like I had a lifetime ownership or whatever to WinZip, and I had gotten this back in like the 90s. And so there came a point like in 2018 or something like that. They're like, no, we can't honor that. That's an old whatever. I'm like, but you sold it to me as lifetime. So lifetime isn't really lifetime. Lifetime is for as long as they want to commit to letting you have it, or like they're not going to do whatever they need to do on the back end to make sure it still works for you with whatever systems are running on now. So that's just not reliable. It's not like having a book that you had, somebody bought and your family bought in the 1920s and you still have that book. It's not like that anymore. And I don't like that at all. Yes, it's computers, yeah. Yeah, and it has knights. They have the different characters they have. I love that game so much. They have a blacksmith. They have they have a like an apothecary, who's like the medical person or whatever, and they have a little garden where they have to pick certain herbs and make certain cures. And this is really hilarious. They have like I don't know what that thing was called, but they got some kind of contraption that a patient has to lay down on, and they run, do these different things on the contraption. They have to feed the patient leeches. Gonna feed a certain amount of leeches, and like if you do too little, they're not cured, and if you do too much, you might take them out. So you have to make sure you do the right amount. So that's why I think the game is so funny. It's so amusing that I really would like. I really want to show it when I play it because not too many people know about it, and not too many people I don't think have played it. But I got to get everything right with the sound and everything, um, and the size of the image that shows when I play it. They have two, like they have a what I guess basically is the equivalent of like a Catholic priest and a Protestant like reformer, like way from the beginning. So um like an early Protestant reformer person or at a church. It's pretty cool. It's like very like, they have let's see, what's the other characters? The knight, of course. There's a knight that he lives on a building that's right is connected to the castle. Then on the other side of the castle, you get a spy. Um, then let's see what else. There's a wizard, and what else? Oh, there's the merchant. Um, and that merchant has to go on different trips, like because every character that they have there has a quest, has a certain daily quest that they get that are specific to their profession. So like the blacksmith has to make, like he'll get a daily quest where he has to collect a certain amount of precious stones. Um or he'll have to make a certain type of what do you call it? Armor for a customer, things like that. So they actually show him like where he's making them. Like he's at the fireplace with the blow thing or whatever, and then he's got to hammer out whatever it is, and it shows it. You know, you actually like make him do that. Hey, Mandy, doing pretty good. The merchant has to go on a certain amount of trips, so they have to go on the ship, and like they have to bring stuff with them to trade. And they go on that ship and they go travel and they come back, and then you got to unload the ship, and it, you know, they have the stuff. And a lot of times there'll be people who want that stuff who requested it, so then you have to go on that trip to get to trade to get that stuff and come back, and then you have to give that stuff to the person who wanted it. So that's a quest that's for like the merchant. um and let's see what else. Oh, and then the last character there is the bard, and he's the one who runs the tavern. And so he's supposed to be kind of like, you know, like Shakespearean kind of dude or whatever. So he's got to write a certain amount of poems, he's got to write a certain amount of plays. He's got to put on a play and like hire some of the town folk to put it on. And so like when you do that, like he's got it actually has you pick the people that you want to be a part of the play, and then they go on. You have to wait for them all to get on the stage, and then when they get on the stage, they go through this motion like they're doing the play. It's pretty funny, and you know, with all that Simlish language and stuff, and then they bow, people clap, and then the bard collects his money from putting that on his experience. But it's pretty funny. I really like the game. It's like really different from regular Sims gameplay, but and I like both. But I like this one. I would specifically play Sims Medieval when I didn't, you know, I needed something that kind of had more of a designated place to stop. You know, it was easy for me to kind of pick amount of time to play and then stop playing, because once the quest is over, you're done with that part of it. You know, you're done with that quest, and like you can like, you know, wait and work on it another day. Kind of like I did today. I did the queen one and stopped. So the next quest, I'll have to pick the next quest I want to do, and when I go to play again. So now I'm hoping, I don't know, because I'm having all these technical problems with it. I don't know what it did with the game that I played yesterday because it wouldn't let me open it. And I have no idea why. And that's one reason why I don't know. If it's going to make me go through all these motions to try and get it to work, I don't know if I want to play. But I really want to play it. So, yeah, it is in a lot of ways more sophisticated. It's a lot of fun. And it doesn't, like, you can't build any of the houses, you can't build anything in the world, but you can like you can decorate, you can change the walls inside, like, you know, how their appearance. You can change the walls and the floors inside. um so you can do that, but you can't change any of the outsides of anything. Let's see. I kind of like it better, kind of. I feel like there's still something else I could do with it. There's that one pink pencil that turned purple in here that, like, you know, unexpected things, and that really got on my nerves. I can't seem to get it out of that, so I just got to work with it. I kind of want to do the leaves while I'm here and get them over with. So I hope I can get that game to work without, um, to be able to stream playing it without too much trouble, and to be able to talk while I'm doing it, so I can explain some of the things that are happening. But then too, it's almost like when I play any game, I have this bad habit of, or just a habit of always speeding up things, and then it's like, oh, if I'm playing it like and streaming it, I probably shouldn't do that so much. But I'll speed it up for them to hurry up and get through with whatever it is they have to do, or speed it up to hurry them up to get wherever they need to go, because I don't want to wait for the long walk. Okay, after a while, my eyes go buggy with these. Where's the stem and where's the? Here it is. Let me color it now so I don't mistake what's in between for a leaf. I almost did that. It is so chilly around here now, which is like really strange how it was like almost to the 90s that one day, and then it went right down to the 50s, then it went down like to the 40s the last couple days, and like our heat actually kicked on. Because I had actually turned the heat off, but I think my husband turned it on, but I understand why he turned it on yesterday, I think, because it was 40 something. Like 40. It's like there's a certain point where it's like put on more clothes. Yeah, well, that's not going to work. I mean, it could, but no, let's not. Upstairs wasn't bad, but downstairs was really cold, and so I did laundry, and I cooked some stuff in the oven to try and warm it up. These are actually polychromos, so, but I probably will be using a Prisma along with these because I tend to do that. And I have them; they're all out. Just like I need to put some pencils away because it's like I got polychromos out, I got Derwent chromoflows out. The only things that I put back were the what do you call them? Caran Dash super colors. But I'm actually thinking about getting out the Pablos now because of how narrow some of Maria Trolle's um, line work is. I wasn't sure if I was going to color today or not, but I did a bunch of shredding of paper today. and prepped a bunch of other stuff I gotta shred and throw away that um I was kind of like, well, that was a big deal what I did, so I thought I'd treat myself. I did watch last night. I watched episodes 5 through 8 of Bridgerton season 2, so I'm caught up. Found myself missing the gang that's been like talking about each episode. I was thinking of y'all while I was watching. I was thinking, oh man, I wish I was on there to talk about that. That season ended nicely. Maybe a little too explicit, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it and may want to watch it. But so I'm not going to say anything else. Is I don't know. Is it? Oh, let's do this one first. And you know what? I think one reason I like Sims Medieval is also because of the, um, the graphics. I think that's another reason why I like it. See, I kind of think I wanted to use a different green, but I also didn't want to use a different green because I don't want to always be using the same green. That seems kind of. I actually was working on a page in Enchanted Forest for the past week. I don't know, all of a sudden I just decided, I think because I was thinking, I didn't recall ever using polychromos in a Johanna Basford book because I didn't really have them or I didn't have them out to use at that time. And so I thought, well, let me try that. And then I was liking how it felt, so I just kept going. See, I kind of want a thinner pencil. You feel it. Although I probably need a point. It's something about these pencils, I think. There's something about using these when they have a sharp point on them. It's almost like it turns it into like a whole new pencil for me. And I'm not too big on sharpening pencils for the most part, just because, I don't know, because I'm thinking I don't want to waste it or whatever, but I think I need this sharper. I finally decided I'm using this sharpener for these, although I think I might need to put a graphite pencil in there. Something about that feels stuck at the end. The very innermost part of the sharpener. Oops. I haven't been coloring a lot over the past week. Once I was done with stuff for work, I was like, and I will do anything away from my desk. I don't want to do anything at my desk. So coloring was one of those things, and so I was like, away from the desk. Didn't want to do anything near my desk. Didn't want to do anything that required deep thinking or even remote, any remote amount of thinking. It was like, nope, nope. Rest the brain, rest the brain. I don't know what that's doing, but I don't know why it did this. I thought it was going to do something special. It didn't really. I think that's another reason why I pulled out Sims Medieval. It's like something that really I can just think, not think and just really just kind of, you know, something different. Now, is that leaf or is that space? I can't tell. Yeah, yep. Work after work. And I just was like, I was watching a video from, what's her name, Dr. Trina, and I can't remember what her full name is, but, and she was talking about the three, um, kinds of rest that, like translating things from the Hebrew and or Aramaic, what it translates to. And I saved that video because it's like I need to look at that and I need to study that more. And it just was kind of like also my thing to like, okay, now you're done with work. Now you need to rest. And so I was like, I'm still confused about rest. I don't rest. I don't know. It's weird. And so that message that day was really like talking to me. I was like, okay, somehow you really just need to. And I couldn't study the thing that she had said because for me, okay, that's more work. And I love doing that, but like that's too much like work. So it's like, no, you're not doing that either. Stop, because that's going to put you in a whole nother mode. Then you're going to turn around and you're going to realize, oh, I didn't rest really. That's kind of like work. Even if I kind of enjoyed it, now I'm tired. It shifts my brain back to like some place of rest. Because even though I would enjoy that, it would somehow trigger part of me, part of my psyche, to still be in work mode. And I would then, yeah, somehow. So it's like, I couldn't do it. It's like, nope, wait, 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 wait. Just kind of been spending my time. Okay, Holy Spirit, what do you want me to do? You direct my day. Because, like, I'm just. You just direct my day. You know what you want me to do. So I'll be here all day coloring these leaves. For some reason, though, lately, I've been more focused like this with coloring, like able to do these things like this, just doing them repetitively and these tiny things, one after the other. I don't know what that's about. Something's changed with me. I don't know if it's a temporary thing or permanent. If I'm getting more patience with coloring or I'm getting used to the different pencils and how they work together. And so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But something's definitely changed for me with coloring. See, I did all that and I'm like, well, was it worth it? Is the payoff worth it? I don't know. I'm just going to keep doing it. I'll keep doing it. I didn't even realize it was that this was gonna be like Memorial Day weekend until Friday. I was in somebody's live and they happened to mention or ask people what they were gonna do, or they were talking about what they were gonna do because it's Memorial Day weekend. I was like, it is. I didn't even know. That's how like, whew, how much in recovery from the semester I am. I didn't even realize it. It's like, well, I don't have any plans. And I don't have any energy for anything, so I guess I'm not doing anything. And I'm okay with it because I'm just tired. I am just tired. I'll just be glad to be home and not have that kind of work to do. So I'll be spending the time learning how to rest. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh, this is one flower. We did one flower, y'all. The stems of one flower. That was a lot of work. Okay, now we gotta do the next one. Okay. Well, I'm off for the summer, so but part of that summer still it still requires work. So it's like but not so much now because I kind of changed some of my obligations. I said nope, no more. Time to switch up. The Lord actually like made that happen. It was kind of interesting. It's like it's time, and he just let the words come out of my mouth, and they came out, and it was done. I was like, okay, well, Lord, I guess that's what you want. Kind of surprised me too, but it's like, yeah, but I'm happy for it though. Like I said, I'm still trying to recover my house from 2020 due to work. So it's actually a part of what I was doing today. Getting rid of a lot of old stuff that I didn't have time to get rid of back then because it was just a constant make it work moment, and that moment lasted for like 6 years. And I was getting tired, and I was telling the Lord that. But I knew I couldn't stop until He said it was time. And then He said it's time. Thanks, Shar. Oops. Well, that's a little dark. Let me do that. And all these appointments. I don't understand. Like, they're all like, I don't know. They all wound up being like around the same, in the same months. Some of these. I'm like, how did this happen? It's like, it seems like I'm like every day of the week I'm going to. But, I don't know. But next Monday, I go to the dentist. This coming Tuesday, I go to the oral surgeons just for the checkup on my the implant, which is basically the screw they put in. It's not the prosthesis, the thing they put over it, the tooth looking thing. It's the thing the tooth looking thing is supposed to be on. So the post. So I go for that on Tuesday, but that should be relatively short. And that's not that far away. It's actually right next to my orthodontist. And then what else? I canceled an appointment I had last Friday because I just was too tired. I was like, I can't. I'm not. So I have to call them because I know they're gonna be like, ugh, I don't. It's like, why? Just leave me alone. Just like, I'm thankful for doctors, but like some of it is just like, ugh, leave me alone. I thought, okay, we can have a car crash on the way to the doctor, or we can stay home and rest and avoid the car crash because I'm tired. And I opted for stay home. So I had called them like 2 days before and canceled it. Because I said, no, the thing I need more right now is rest. To stay home and rest. I'm tired. Ooh, I'm not getting that line very well. Oh, jeez. And that's another pain in the butt. The whole thing with insurance and, ugh, pain in the butt. Now, what is wrong? Can I see it on here? It feels like there's something in there. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I don't know. Like maybe some gunk kind of piled up in the very inside. Yeah, so I have like what well, one appointment for next month got canceled by my eye doctor. They got canceled or and moved up to August. So I'm kind of thankful for that. But that one's like really close, so it's kind of like that wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but still, I don't mind. It's like one less one this month. That's fine. Or next month. And then ugh, I just like I'm so sick. I don't know. Like going to the doctor, I'm thankful for them, but also it just seems like it takes so much out of my day. But I need to go sometime this week. I need to go and do my blood work because I figure at least the doctor that I canceled, if they have that, that's probably all she wants to see anyway. So and I'd happen to mention to her something about, I don't know, something about oh, what was that? A mole. And then she was like, and there's not, it's not really anything irregular about it or anything, but what am I doing? So I'm using my little gooseneck thing. What am I doing? Um, and there was nothing irregular about it or anything, but then it was like she set me up with a dermatologist. It's like, yeah, it's probably good to get a baseline of all the, it was like, oh, not another doctor. It's like they were calling me for like 6 months, I think. I didn't answer the phone. I'm bad. I just didn't answer the phone. I'm like, just leave me alone. I don't need another doctor an hour away. I just don't. Just leave me alone. So I don't know why I'm just kind of, I don't know. I don't know. So like I said, I keep saying I'm thankful, but I'm thankful. But I do just get kind of like, I don't know, irritated. But I don't have to do the orthodontist anymore. Although, like, I got to read the thing closer. I think every once in a while. I don't know how often, but I know I have a follow up appointment just for my um to see how the retainers are and everything, my experience with them. But that's going to be just via a Zoom call. I don't have to go anywhere. But they're going pretty good. They're coming in and out. I'm able to put them in, take them out. Take them out is a problem. That's but that is like much easier now. That's better every day, and it's been like what, a week. So um, and they're comfortable, So I mean, it's no big deal. But it's kind of weird because it's almost like, I don't know. They're. It's like they're just like Invisalign trays or something like that. They're kind of like that, if they're not exactly that. I don't know. And it's like $200 a piece to replace them. Good lord. So there's a certain way you have to put them in and take them out so that, well, take them out in particular, so that, you don't split it in half and then have to pay $200. They gave me the little rubber form things of them if I need to get them made again. And if I lose those little rubber form things, then I got to pay $400 a piece. We don't want that. We don't want that. So they asked me, "Do you have a dog?" Like, nope. Oh, okay, because dogs like chewing these. I was like, yeah, I can see that. They do look like something dogs would like to chew. Yeah. See, I think that's what it is. It's like when you get there, like, and sometimes it doesn't even take the actual seeing them isn't that long, but the drive to get there, the waiting, the get up and sit down, get up and sit down, and then waiting for the doctor, 2 seconds with the doctor, and then you got the long drive home again. And it's like, really? It doesn't seem to work when I try to do them like two in one day because when I did that the last time, I was rushing to get to the next one because something, all of a sudden they decided to use some contraption on me. And then the contraption wasn't working and they kept trying it and trying it and trying it. And I'm like, look, I gotta be somewhere at 2 o'clock. I gotta be somewhere at 2 o'clock. I gotta be somewhere at 2 o'clock. Oh, just like and midday kind of, and so traffic is heavier, and it's like, oh brother. Yeah, that's I think that's a big part of it, the travel time. Actually, I can say pretty much almost absolutely that's what it is, the travel back and forth, because all of these are like they're like 45 minutes to an hour away in in good weather. So I guess you know what, that might be why I have them all in the summertime. That might be why. Is because at least it's in good weather, not in winter when like it could be like a whole lot of snow and all that. So I think that's why it wound up like that. I forget because doing all that and like then you got to deal. I'll have to deal with the weather. How the like oh the weather could change like 10 different times between here and there during the winter time, and all of it crappy. Excuse me. I like that brighter green color. Trying not to do it too much because I don't want to them all look the same. But oh my gosh, it's been a long time. If my husband drives, at least, well, he loves driving. It's not that I don't like driving, but like, I don't, I don't know. I don't like driving to appointments. I don't like parking garages. Your leaves take so much work. You can really make them pretty if you can stick with it. Gotta push through. It's almost like I need a Prisma, that really dark Prisma, but I don't want to go there yet. Not right now. Why is it kind of out of focus? Listen here. Is it going to work for me? I guess I'm going to do it up here. I don't trust myself with this angle. I have to say, I'm really thankful to have gotten braces and to have gotten them when I did. And I swear, I know, that was the Lord. That was like, that really was Him, all Him. It was really just so amazing how that all just happened, came together, and the interesting thing is not in the same, like, it probably costs more now than it did because I paid for mine up front, and you get a like a price reduction. I can't remember how much it was. It was kind of significant though. And I said, you know what, I got it now, let me just pay it now, and I'm really glad I did, because I wouldn't be surprised if it costs more now than it did then. And if that would have given them the option to charge more or not. I think you signed a contract, so probably not. But if I had waited as a whole for getting my braces, well, I don't even know how that would have happened, because I wouldn't have been able to eat. Or I would have still been struggling like I was struggling before, not realizing. Hey, Thumbelina. Cool, Australia. Nice to meet you. Thanks for joining. Is it tomorrow there? It's May 24th here. Sunday, May 24th. Okay, so we got. Did we just finish them all? We finished all the leaves. I like that being a little bit of white on that one. I probably need to smear it a little bit. What can you smear it with? It won't. I want it to stay. white. Sure, when I wanted the white pencil, I couldn't find it. I could only find the green light pencils. Now I want the green light, and I can't find it. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Sorry for my... Where is it? I had two of them out. It's not there, is it? I got pencils banded up everywhere. Oh. Is it in here? I got a lot of pencils to put away. Uh-oh. There's Caran d'Ache Super Color. They didn't all get put away. Where's the pencil I want? I need another light. I don't want to use blue because that's going to do a whole different thing. Where are they? There's two of them. They're always in my face. Oh, do I see it? I see it. There they are. Need a sharper point though. Ooh, I don't think I like this sharp enough for these. I'm gonna have to empty this. That might be sharp enough. And okay, let's see if I can get the kind of, because I want it to be just like solid green everywhere. If I'd known how to leave enough on all of them like that, I would have. But I haven't yet got that, how to do that, ingrained in me. But when I do leave a space like that, it's like, oh, it showed like some variation. And oh, where's my mouse? Will it still show? Da-da-da-da. Okay. So that wasn't too bad. We still got to do the little lady here and the bugs. So let's see if we can do that. Okay, see, this isn't going to go over that these like that, but oh well. It's better if I could leave a little bit of space uncolored in. Still don't know anything about backgrounds for this. We're kind of working our way up to backgrounds a little bit because I do have my oh, what do you do? Is that what I wanted to do? That's weird. That's odd. Huh. They changing everything? Why is it doing that? Hmm. Interesting. Hey, Jill. Happy Sunday. I didn't even realize she was in here earlier. I didn't even see that until just now. Now, how does that happen? I'm only now seeing it. That's bizarre. I'm telling you, all the little things they keep changing, and like, gotta try and catch up to it. Okay. See the song. Did he do that song in that movie? I don't know. I see the name Thumbelina, and I think of the song. I think it's a song that Danny Kaye sang in the movie Hans Christian Andersen. Oh, why is it so fuzzy looking? What is up with that? Hello, focus, focus. Oh my gosh, was it fuzzy all this time? That's awful. I hope not. Um, yeah, I think of that, and I think he sings a song. Thumbelina, Thumbelina, da 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 da, something something. I should probably watch that movie just for fun. I used to like that movie. I've always liked Danny Kaye. He was a pretty cool person too. Oh, or did you just get here? Child, I'm like so confused. Anyway, hey Jill. Sorry, you already know I'm all confused, so I'm telling you, this past month did a number on me. I don't know what color to make her dress or anything though, so I think I'm gonna leave it for now. We did the leaves. The leaves was the big deal, so yeah, I'll think about that later. Let's go to this lady. I like her. She looks so peaceful with her geese. Goose woman. But like, do we really need to give her? And I thought about changing the background too. Let's not think too hard about. Although, like, if it were peonies, it wouldn't. I mean, that wouldn't be bad, right? I'm gonna try not to think too hard, and I'm just gonna color. Don't think, just color. Whatever it is, it is. We'll make it work. It's going over that in kind of an odd way. But I'm not gonna worry about it. It also feels good going down, though. Got a nice point on this. Are you crafting today, Jill? I don't know if you heard, but I caught up. I watched episodes 5 through 8 of Bridgerton last night. All kinds of feelings on that. And I don't know, I'm hoping I don't forget. Like, I gotta see where you left off, too. There you go. Oh, cool. Enjoy. Yeah, something I've been thinking about doing is I actually printed out instructions for Tunisian crochet, Tunisian, what's it called? Tunisian knit stitch, and you crochet it. And when I saw that a few months ago, I was like, oh, I really want to learn that. So I actually printed out some instructions that I thought, you know what? I need to like sit down with my yarn and practice this while watching a movie. Something to make me sit still and do something else that I enjoy. That isn't work. Because I'm also thinking I could do that, sit down, and I could wind up a lot of yarn that I washed, and some of the all the other yarn that I found that I just want to roll it up in balls and like save it and know what I have. And I have some little scraps that would be good just for making, like little um granny squares, but well, basically squares that you stitch together, but making those squares using the Tunisian um crochet thing, which I want to learn how to do that. So I figure doing squares is a good way to learn how to do that. And it did, as usual, it made me laugh. I'm telling you, that show, I don't know what it is about that show. It just kind of makes you happy. Makes me happy. I don't know. I'm just laughing and talking at the TV. I was, mm, I was ready to kick somebody though with what's his name and is his name Quentin, the youngest Bridgerton boy that's old enough to get married. When he was talking with those other guys after he had danced with with Penny, ooh, I could have slapped him. I could have slapped him. They keep doing my Penny wrong. Yeah, there were a whole lot of like things resolved, but then a whole lot of other things opened up. It's like how did well, I guess that's why it's a continuing series, isn't it? That's how they do it. It's how they get you hooked. I happened to go on Reddit yesterday. What was it? There was something I was looking for. And I wound up well, cuz it shows you like conversations you've been a part of. And so there's that whole conversation on Animal Kingdom, the show Animal Kingdom on there. And people have been posting to that and people still talking about it. And I yeah, still that show, I don't know, it's still like I can still talk about it. It's like because I went on there and I started responding to posts on there because yeah, that there's something about that show. It just has impact. I like this peachy color. I hope I can keep it that way. Can I leave them and not do anything extra to them? Maybe. Would that be alright, or would that look too naked to me? Or would that look too naked, period? Where's this one notice? Well, when it's chilly like this, I always like to bake. But I don't know if I got the. I don't know. I mean, I can bake now. I can bake my oatmeal cookies because I can eat them now. But I don't know, everything. It's like, I just like totally. Like, I don't know if you ever hear like when a tractor trailer puts on those brakes, the J brakes. That's what I feel. That's the mode I'm in. I'm putting on the J brakes and I'm just like making all that noise, putting on the brakes, trying to get the tractor trailer to stop with all my might. That's like the mode I'm in because I will pick up on the work mode in a hot second. And it's hard for me to get out of it. I don't like that. I've been talking to the Lord for years about it. But I didn't realize how deep that thing in me went. I didn't realize that until, I don't know, until about 3 years ago, I think. Okay, I do like these colors together. And I'm coloring like a 2-year-old, but I don't care. I'm gonna fill that. My hand might hurt after, but this lays down better color when it's not sharp. So I'm trying to do as much as I can now that it's worn down. So it almost seems kind of typical for it to be like nice the week before Memorial Day and then Memorial Day weekend to be crappy weather. Seems like a thing around here. Although it might not be, might just be you notice it more when the weather's not good on Memorial Day. But not that I really mind because I'm not doing anything. But then, I mean, I'm not the only person on the earth either. So, but then again, something that some people do on Memorial Day, maybe it is good that it rains. I don't think this is the right blue, but if I just stick it in the corner, I don't think it'll matter too much. Okay. So we need to do her dress. Her dress. How long have we been on here? Hour and 19 minutes. Oh, she's got them in her head too. Uh-oh, where's that pencil? Glad I did all the leaves already. Although I might have done just like first layer, which like I don't even want to think about. This is like really tiny. I think I probably did use Caran d'Ache pencils on this because it's so small. Where are they? Something I was thinking about was using in the Jasmine Beckett Griffith mermaid book using my ink tints for some of those backgrounds. And you know what? While I'm in here, let me see if I can find that blue pencil and I'll put it back in here. Yeah. Ooh, there's two missing out of here. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. This is the other one. And then I saw the blue one. Where's the blue one? Oh, no, it's not blue. It's gray. Okay. That's what it is, right? Super color. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. Shoot. And I thought I was being good. Yeah, we really got to get some pencils put away. I don't know where the other one is. I don't know if I can spot it quickly. I think it's a light blue. Although maybe that's the light blue. It's on there. We'll find it. It's on. Oh, I just looked up at my desk and I saw it. It's purple. Yep. They're all there. Something to be said for small pencil sets. Gotta be honest. I like how they just they sit there. They fit on your desk. Okay, now I can't open the tray again. Okay, I'm gonna put this on the side. So what are we doing? And wonder. See, I'm scared of changing these too much to some color I don't really want to change them to when I outline them. I don't want to drastically change the color. I don't want to change the color at all. But I don't know what to outline them with to make them stand out. So I'm kind of trying that a little bit. I don't know how well they go over. I don't know how well they go over the polychromos. There's these, the prismas. See, then I'm going to wind up doing like a whole multicolor thing. Trying to keep it simple, but I don't know if that's going to work. Because then I deal with that pencil reaction thing like over there. Oh well. What are we doing? Is there a... So I want them to stay that kind of coral salmon color. Why do I have that like shade? I don't understand. I don't understand why my lighting sucks. wonder if maybe if I had done this first and then colored it over. I don't know. These things are just so tiny. I don't know if it's doing anything. Sometimes you have to like, you might not notice until like the next time I open this up what I like and what I don't like of this. Hmm. That kind of makes it stand out. Wait, didn't I did something where is it on Amazon Prime where I there were a whole bunch of films. What were they, Norwegian or something? That I saved to a playlist? I gotta double check. Because I saw that one movie about that cult leader and it turned out it was true. Some cult leader in the early 1920s in Norway. I was like, oh my gosh. And it turned out it was like actually a true story. That was a really good movie. If I watch a foreign film, that kind of forces my, I don't know, that puts me in relax mode because I really have to get into the film. Um, Maybe I should watch those. I can't even remember why I saved all those that time. I don't remember why. Or look for, oh, maybe I was looking for all the movies of that guy, something Mickelson, Michael Mickelson or whatever, who he was in this one movie. Well, he was in a couple that I really liked. He's a really good actor. He's like one of my favorite actors. I would have liked to see him and the guy who played Omar, Michael White, I think his name is. I don't know why I always forget his name. Who died a few years ago. I would have loved to see the two of them in a movie. I would have loved to see that. I feel like I don't know. I feel like something about their acting style and who they are as people. I feel like they would have done a really good movie together, and I feel like they would have been best buddies or something after, because they're both just nice people. Okay, I can kind of see the pink kind of coming out. I wonder if I can get closer. So I haven't used this one in so long. I forget how it moves. So I have I made some parsnip chips yesterday. They are really good. I had no idea parsnips would like taste that good after roasted them in the oven. I think I don't know. I know I've cooked them before. I may have roasted them in cubes before, but never made chips from them before. But I'm telling you, I don't think this is going to be the last time because they taste really good. And all I added was like, coated them with olive oil, um, sea salt. That was it. Oh, I did use a little paprika. Not that I don't even know if that did anything. But man, is it good. But I kind of made them because I want to do like a hot salad, with a kale salad, and so I wanted those to put in there or top them with or something, and yeah, they're really good. The parsnips are really good. I still got to make the rest of the salad. That'll be probably dinner tomorrow because I wound up um making something else yesterday that was really quick. I had some seasoned rice in the freezer and I had some ground beef I got from that organic um, produce delivery thing, and I added that one time because it's kind of like a somewhat local butcher. And I took the ground beef out of the freezer, that ground beef, and used it because I wanted to have some loaded nachos for lunch, and I fried up that ground beef, and it smelled so good and tasted so good that I was like, okay, I got to share this. So I added it to the seasoned rice from the freezer. But like, man, it's like that is ground beef. That other stuff in the store, I'm not sure if I can eat it again. Because it was like, oh my gosh, it was so good that it's like I need to put this in something else more substantial because I can't be the only one tasting this. So now I know for next time if I want to make anything special with ground beef, I need to order from that place. I need to get meat from them. And like it's a little more expensive. I don't know if it is now. It might be the same price now as what they're selling things in the store. But I don't eat a lot of meat really anyway. So for me, like okay, that would buy that for something special. That's it. No more ground meat for the rest of the year, or at least for the next half of the year. I'd be fine with it. I'm just not. mm. Also thinking of making a um, bean salad with just cannellini beans, since I bought a bunch of cannellini beans, dried cannellini beans. Let's see. Yep, yay for local meat. Local, local, local. I swear, like more and more, I really just want to buy local. More and more. It's like I don't, you know, that was not necessarily something that I was able to do or anything before, but I think my thoughts about community and food and production and labor, workers worthy of his hire, and small things and keeping farms around, small individually owned farms around. Um, yeah, that kind of is factoring into my grocery purchasing and my thoughts of what to cook, along with nutrition, of course. Making new food rules. Mm-hmm. Getting dark out a little bit. Oh, so I read how, because I really want to harvest more from more lovage this year than I have in recent years. And so I was looking, what's the real way to harvest it? And because like I mostly was taking stems off of the large, what do you call it, stalks, because I didn't want to cut into the stalks because it's almost like they're hollow in a way. And I didn't want some critter to get inside there and ruin the plant. I don't know if it's something that happens or not, but I didn't want that to happen if it could. And so I read how to harvest it. And the way I was harvesting it is, that's one way. And then another way is to cut down to the very, like they said, to leave 2 feet, down to 2 feet, where there's 2 feet left of a stalk, or something like that. I don't know if I can do that though. And that still sounds like that hole, leaving a hole there for it too. I don't know how I feel about that. And I also don't know about getting that down into the plant, because I'm feeling like I don't know what else I'm going to find while I'm getting down there. Rather not. I'll stick to the ones on top. But yeah, so at least now I know what are the real ways to harvest it. But yeah, I need to harvest a lot from it and dry some of it and make some oil with some of the fresh leaves, using what I found out about that. Just soak it in a solution of citric acid and water for a certain amount of time, and then put it in a jar of oil, and it will last indefinitely without giving you botulism, which is the thing I just found out. You're not supposed to put fresh herbs in oil because they can, the botulism thing strain or whatever it is, what do you call it? It can um, be in those things. Even it washing the leaves doesn't matter. It's like it can still live, and it can live even if you have the oil. You put it in oil and let the oil get come to a boil. Botulism can still live. And so I guess I was blessed with that jar of oregano oil because I didn't know that then. And that jar of oregano oil lasted me like 2 years. So thank you, Lord, for keeping me from botulism. Yeah, I didn't know either. I just went. I don't know what caused me to look that up, and 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 I found that. I was like, oh, I thought you just throw the herbs in there, like make sure they're washed, and like wash it in like a saltwater solution, and then I would put it in my mini crock pot with oil and let it steep in there, and then put it in a jar. I had no idea that I had to kill botulism first, or make sure there was no botulism. Because it's just botulism is just, I don't know, some kind of live organism or something. It's just in all kinds of places, I guess. So I want to do that sometime soon. But I need to, again, I'm trying to kind of not not do too much. Kind of trying to, okay, Lord, what do you want me to do today? Because I would just run, not stop. And then suddenly be like, just fall out, collapse. It's just like working in the garden this year. I think it's just, this is really just a more like a preparatory year for getting back into it. Because I'm trying not to do too much there either. It's just like, what's the basic fundamental to do? Let's just basically keep those spaces weeded and keep the soil good. Not trying to do too much with growing anything. Just trying to keep up with keeping things trim and such. What was that? Stuff falling. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Lord lets you know what you need to know when you need to know it. Grace, grace, grace. In the meantime, and my oregano, I'm so happy my oregano's coming back because I weeded out all that mint. So I need to do both of those, lovage and oregano, in this new thing I learned. So I can have oil for a couple years. Yeah, and the other thing I could do is make pesto, but I might need to chill with that this year because I still have pesto left of at least a little bit of everything that I made of it like years ago. I know it's bad, but yeah, I do. And it still works. I mean, I use it a lot of times just to put in. I use it like as a seasoning cube, for stews and chili and soup, even stir fries, but mostly like stews and soup sauce. I would make pesto from from everything, from the lovage, um, oregano. Sometimes I would mix the oregano with basil, make a combo. And I make it, and you put everything in there except like like with basil pesto, like normally like you put cheese in it, and like Italians put pine nuts in it. And that kind. Well, you leave that stuff out. You leave out the cheese, the pine nuts. All you do is just the herb with oil and lemon juice. We do that with the garlic scapes, the things that grow off the garlic, the green stuff that curls. We make pesto from that. And so I'll just freeze them in ice trays and then empty the ice trays into a freezer bag. And then I got a whole bunch of cubes. And then when I'm cooking, I can just take one or two out and put them in whatever it is I'm making. And I got my fresh seasoning. Ooh, wild plums. That sounds good. Yeah, I know people, like, I've seen people that, like, a lot of people will grow in containers as well. Like, not, that's like, oh, and I gotta check up on that woman. There's somebody I've subscribed to on YouTube that she does all her planting in containers. And it is wild. Like, the stuff she's growing zucchini. I think she's even grown watermelons, like in containers. I was like, oh my gosh. But I also knew a woman way back when I first started um learning about gardening, and she lived in I think she lived in the Bronx, and she lived in like a high rise or something like that. And so she had like a patio, a little patio area, and that was her garden. And I swear she walked out there, it was like a jungle. It was like a jungle with gorgeous colors. Like she had peppers and tomatoes and all this color kind of stuff. And when I saw hers, I thought, you can do that in containers? It was like, wow. So I learned things that I didn't know. I mean, I still, well, because we have the land here, like I haven't really done a lot in containers, but I have a couple years I did some tomatoes in containers. And they did good. But like I'd kind of like to be better at that, because it's kind of nice to be able to pick things up and move them if you want to. But let's see, do I want a little more of this? Yeah, I still remember that picture, the pictures of her garden. Okay, I'm calling it patio. What is it called? The terrace or whatever? I don't know. I can't remember. Balcony. Balcony? Is that what it's called? A balcony? But yeah, to be able to do that, I think it's like, yeah, more and more. I think, I don't know, because I don't, and I'm thinking more and more of just like getting organic seeds, because I don't know what people, I don't know. People's minds aren't right in this country, right? They're not right. They're getting more and more, I don't know, weird, and not understanding what natural resources, what they mean to the longevity of humanity as well as the planet. Just something really off. It's like evil got a hold of them in every possible way, and they're just not even thinking straight. Makes me want to line them up and slap them all, honestly. But just tell them, wake up. But yeah, so like me getting produce from this one place, it's kind of like I really like I wish I were in a position right now to be able to like take the scraps from, everything I get from them and just put it right in the ground. Anything that has a root on it, you know, and just put it right in the ground. So to be able to get more of it, because I don't, and then let it grow and then get seeds from it and save the seeds, because I just don't, I don't know what's wrong with people's minds. I don't know what's wrong with their minds. Not even thinking logically. They're just, something's taken over, and I'd like to be as less dependent on them, and then also be more available to other people who need the stuff, that I can do that they can't do, for me to help, to be there as a resource for them to have the stuff, or to be able to help them learn how to do it too, because I don't know what's wrong with people. There's something wrong with people lately. That is, oops, is this it? I love this green, but this wasn't the one I was intending to use. But since it's in my hand, maybe I'm supposed to, because I'm gonna. I love this green so much. But I feel kind of bad that I'm not ready to really go all the way in with gardening this year. But the Lord knows the times. And so, just not time right now. Might seem like the time as far as what's going on in the world, but it's not exactly time for me, for what He wants from me. But it does seem like I'm supposed to get ready to garden hardcore again. I don't know. I don't try to figure it out. I just try to listen and follow. Trust. Is this song Trust and Obey? Where there's no other way. Okay, maybe that's taking it out of this other place where it was. Giving a little bit of flavor. I really want to try to leave some of that white part there. I think you can see what I mean. I like how some of the leaves, there's like, it's not fully colored in. I want to leave it that way. I want to make it work for me. I want to not feel like I have to color the whole thing in, because that white space actually does something for it. Let it do what it do. Now our Five Below opened, what, like 2 months ago, and I still haven't been in it. But then I haven't been in the Dollar Tree over there either. Over there either. Can I talk? But that's because I don't really need anything. I need to get rid of stuff, not get more stuff. Honestly. Excuse me. Guess we're in a finish leaves mood tonight. to sharpen this a little bit. I probably, let's see, I will use my color because I want it to be sharp, sharp. And this really gets these Prismacolors. Sharp, sharp. I don't know why, but this little cheap color, look at that. Look at that. White. I don't know why, but this really does it. What's all that on there? I don't know why that seems to need a little bit more. But maybe I'm at the not at a good angle. Yeah, I'm not really, I don't want more stuff. And I feel like I need to know how to use the stuff I have, and everything I have, unless I need to get rid of it, it has a way I can use it that fulfills me or whatever. I don't need more stuff. I could have less stuff and feel better. I think that, I don't know. I've always kind of been like that though, but I think like the pandemic, I was thinking about this the other day or this morning. I don't know. Just that I almost feel like the pandemic kind of gave like retailers and people who make stuff this false security that all that buying that we people were doing then was the way it was going to be, when it really was the way it was then because we were all stuck at home, or because we all were under stress and trying to figure out how to fix certain problems, and buying this will maybe fix this and buying that will maybe fix that, you know. But that was just because of the situation we were in. It wasn't because in a regular time in the world we would be buying like that. Oh. And then it's so weird. It's like some games that are on my phone and the stuff they're selling and it's really crap. But there's some of those games that are like free to play, but they show you commercials all the time and they're selling crap. And they make it look like it's this wonderful thing, but then it's actually crap. And it's just so like, if you're not paying attention, you're gonna be winding up buying a whole bunch of. You're gonna wind up with a whole lot of crap in your house, and less money, and money not going towards something else that it would be better spent on, because you believe the little infomercial from the game or from the internet, or dare I say, from the commercials from YouTube. It's really crazy. Everything, and influencers got sucked into that kind of being used for that kind of marketing, It's like, here, all you have to do is like show this and whatever, and we'll give you this amount of money. And so they just do it. It's like, oh, honey, all we have to do is hold this up and show it, and we're in our house, and we'll get paid. And they get deal after deal after deal like that. And they're just doing it because, they're making money from it. They're not thinking anything of this, oh, this thing might actually be crap or this or whatever. They're thinking, well, this is my job as an influencer. Just all you gotta do is show it. It's like the internet has become one big infomercial. And I don't know about you, but we all know how we feel about infomercials. I mean, sometimes there would be something cool on there. Mr. What's his name? Propeel. you know, Still remember his name. And, like if you went out, to a club or something, you came home at night and those things would be on, and you go to sleep to them, or you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't go back to sleep, and infomercial is on and you watch it and you might be tempted to buy whatever is on there because you're half asleep. Well, that's kind of like how it is with the entire internet. And we're half asleep while being awake because we're like click, 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 click. To catch us while part of our real thinking self is asleep. And we're in that click mode. We wind up buying crap. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So I'm wondering when, like, I don't know. And then now, in a way, as influencers, some of them start waking up and they're like, no, I don't like that. That's not my ethos. Or, this enough of this. Now they have AI to fake people using their products and hyping them up. So it's like we're in a really crazy time. People got to use their heads more because people want your money, and they don't care if it's a fair exchange what they give you for that money. You have to care. We really have to think about how much can we really use, because our purchasing also affects production, which also affects, everything, the environment by way of the resources that it takes to make it, um, the energy it takes to make it, the people paid to make it, whether they paid well or not to make it, companies looking for cheap labor to make it, and how you're affecting that life. I don't know. It's bigger than just the thing. It's bigger than just the thing we're getting. I mean, I don't know, I'm kind of weird anyway. But sometimes, like, things I'll pick up and I'm using it, and I see where it's made, and I just kind of, I don't know, I'll just like pray for the person who put it together. Pray for the person who like made that thing, who had their actual hands on it, or operated the machine that put that together. I just pray for them. It's like, okay, I got limits as a human being, but doesn't have a limit. He knows exactly who had hands in making this physically, putting this together, what their family is like they came from, like what their situation is financially, spiritually, physically, blah, 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 blah. And so I just pray for them. Pray for the person who made that object. I don't know. They just, I don't know. I want to be more thoughtful about what I own and why I own it. Why it's in my house, why it's a part of my life. What do I really need and what is just, you know what? You can live without that. Just because I don't want to keep forcing the system that abuses people. From the Amazon driver to, the laborers, all the hands that it took to create something. I don't want to feed a system that's not treating people well. And I also want us to be more thoughtful. I'd like us as humans to be more thoughtful about what we create. Like, some things we just don't need. Like, I get aggravated. Ooh, is this neon? Oops. It's got a neon beak. I don't remember what pencil I used to make this. Looks right, but it's going on weird. I can't read it. I can't read it. What does it say? I cannot read it at all. Something orange. Oh, well, we knew that much. Didn't tell me anything new. Those are all the beaks. His feet. Orange enough? No. I'm gonna make them oranger. Goose feet. Or geese feet? I don't know. See her dress. Okay, there's leaves on her. Uh-oh. I didn't finish her hair either. That was kind of hard because those lines are so tiny. On her hair. And I didn't know how to do it and not. I don't know. I think I need a derwent. Are we staying with brown? Oh, that's not derwent. Oh well, it might work. It's a Color Premier. My favorite color. Well, one of them. Tan. Tan and brick red. I love those two colors. It's kind of starting to look like they're going to be the ones from the set that I have out all the time. Just because I like them. Oh, that. Well, I don't mind that. Kind of took the golden thing out of there, but that's okay. I could put actually sparkly gold with a pen in there, I suppose, if I wanted to. But I'm liking how this is looking. Make sure I see where the hair is. And I missed a spot up here. Am I going to be able to... Is it small enough for me to get away with not giving it the background I gave the rest? I think I can get by. I'm kind of liking this, how it's turning out. These are pages and I would be like, I'm not coloring that. A couple years ago, that's what I would have said. Maybe even, I don't know, I can't say a couple months ago because I colored this before a couple months ago. But, and now I'm just like, I'm kind of getting into it. These turned out the right color. I'm glad for that. So her dress, I'm going to wait and stop here. I kind of feel like I want a smudge proof. Because I used a Prisma, I want to make sure I don't get a smudge fest out of this. So I'm going to kind of seal it with the polychromos. Ooh, there's another leaf back there. I just saw it. I just like this. It's such a peaceful picture. So to decide what color I don't know, I'm tempted to make it this, what's the color? Can't see. Salmon. I'm going to wait. I feel, excuse me, already. Been on, oh my gosh, I've been on for 2 hours. Wow. But I got a lot done. Kind of on both of these. I really need to think about background, like I said, but I'm not gonna, maybe as I go forward, I'll do background first. Oop, I started this one. I really like how this is looking. I don't know what pencil I use for this, though. That's kind of a problem. What green is that? I wonder if I used a color. I like how it turned out so far. This one, I don't know. Me and the black background things, we don't get along too well. I have to think hard on these. Oh, excuse me. It's my bedtime. Kitty cat. Salamanders. Ooh, jungle girl. She's looking wild. Little wild child. Little lemur. Oh, forgot about this one. I really like how this turned out. I don't know if I can do that again. It's just like, but I really like how this turned out. Well, it's got bigger images too, so that kind of gave me more to work with. This one is smaller, so I couldn't be going gel stick crazy like I did on this one. I don't think I could be doing that on this. This looks like a challenge. How would I do this? I don't know. I have to think about that. Okay, so that's it for me today. And oh, why is it so big now? I'm on the 2 thing, but it's still. What happens if I do that? Ooh. Okay, I guess we didn't want to do that. So kind of 2 pages I worked on next to each other in Maria Troy's Luna. And thank you all for joining. Thanks for watching on the replay, and have a good rest of your weekend and day. Actually, this is the end of the weekend, isn't it? Unless you're in the United States and it's like kind of a long weekend for most people. So, oh, cool. That's nice, Char. And hold on, it got rid of the rest of your chat. Stay focused from the bodies. Yeah. 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 I don't know where I'm watching. This chat has me so confused. The way I forget it's upside down or whatever. Okay, well, that's it for me. I'm getting sleepy too. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.